Buenos días, buenos tardes, buenas noches, mga amigos, mga amigas, mga kompanyeros, kompanyeras. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Attorney Rene Bueno. Ngayon po ay nandito ako sa aking opisina sa Ortigas Business Center sa Pasig City. At ako po ay nakaantabay kung ang ating pong Vice Presidente ay magsusumite ng kanyang kasagutan in response doon sa writ of summons na kanyang natanggap, no, 10 days ago coming from the Senate Impeachment Court. Ito po ay may kinalaban sa 7 articles of impeachment transmitted by the House of Representatives doon sa ating Senado. At ang ating pong Vice Presidente, dahil sa kanyang pagkakatanggap ng summons, ay required to submit the answer within a stipulated time frame. And the deadline is today. Pero kanina ko pa inaantabayanan sa balita, sa Facebook, sa YouTube at sa different radio stations. Pero hanggang ngayon ay hindi ko pa naririnig kung ang mga anino ng kanyang legal team ay nandoon na sa Senado upang isubmit ang answer. But anyway, hanggang alas 12 ng gabi pwede siya mag-submit yan. But since pasado alas 5 na wala pa, let us make a hypothetical situation na what if the Vice President fails to file an answer? What if there is non-compliance on the part of the Vice President to submit that answer required by the writ of summons? What is going to be the legal or the immediate consequences of the failure of the Vice President to comply with the requirement of that summons? So, gawan natin ng kasagutan yan. So, number one, ang magiging epekto niyan kasi, yung immediate consequence niyan is that there will be a forfeiture of the right of the Vice President to file a formal answer. This is a critical point. No, kasi yung formal answer na yan, it gives the accused or the impeached public official the opportunity to address the allegations against her. Siyempre, pagkakataon mo na yan, sagutin mo na lahat yung ibinibintang laban sa'yo. And that would give you also the chance to give your own version of the events. Ano ba nangyari talaga kay Mary Grace Piatos, kay Magellan, kay Owishi, kay Chad Jokno, at pati na nga si Marian Rivera ay nadamay na yung kanyang pangalan dito. So this is going to be the chance on the part of the Vice President. Give your own version of the events. And this will also give you the opportunity to challenge all the claims of the prosecution. However, if there is failure on the part of the Vice President to submit an answer, that is going to be considered as a waiver of this crucial right. Hindi maganda, magiging effective on the part of the Vice President. I do not know if they will fail to file an answer kung anong klaseng legal strategy ang kanilang naiisip dito sa failure to file an answer. Pangalawa, the impeachment court might declare the Vice President in default. Kapag sinabi kang deklarado kang in default, the proceedings will continue without your formal participation, and the trial will proceed on the basis of the prosecution's arguments and evidence. Hindi maganda 'yon sa parte ng Vice President. Biruin mo, magtutuloy yung trial, magpo-proceed yung proceedings, at magbabase ang impeachment court doon sa argumento at sa mga ebidensyang ipipresenta ng prosecution. And that would work to the disadvantage of the Vice President. If I were the counsel of the Vice President, I will not allow that kind of situation to happen because that would prejudice the rights of the accused or the impeached public official. Pangatlo, the Vice President might be cited for contempt. Bakit siya masasite in contempt? Ang impeachment court has the legal authority, it has the power to cite the Vice President in contempt if there will be failure to answer or submit an answer doon sa Senate Impeachment Court, because that is an authority That is an order by the impeachment court, tapos hindi mo pinansin, hindi mo sinunod yung nire-require sa'yo na i-submit, ay isa-cite ka niyan for in contempt. At ang magiging consequence din yan is that you might be imposed a fine or kaya may corresponding imprisonment niya. May power ang impeachment court na i-cite ka in contempt at pwede mag-impose ng fine yan or kaya the corresponding imprisonment. Hindi maganda yon kapag nangyari yon sa Vice Presidente. At hindi ko lang alam kung anong klaseng depensa ang kanilang iniisip o ito ba ay isang legal strategy on the part of the legal team if they will refuse to file the answer today. So, pero hindi maganda kasi pag hindi ka nag-submit ng answer diyan, itutuloy yung trial eh. Pag itinuloy yung trial, disadvantage sa party mo sapagkat magre-rely based on the arguments and the evidence of the prosecution team. At if I were the lawyer, I will not allow that to happen. Ang hirap sanggain nung ganong klaseng sitwasyon at mahirap no magpresenta ng argument mo o ng case mo kapag ganon na sitwasyon ng iyong kliyente sa isang impeachment court. So malaman natin siguro baka naman magsumite no. Meron pa siya hanggang alas 12 ng hating gabi to comply with the requirements of the impeachment court. At tingnan natin, monitor natin hanggang mamayang alas 12 kung sakaling magsampa at tingnan natin kung ano ang magiging kasagutan ng ating Vice Presidente. So hanggang dito na lamang po at hintayin natin ang magiging development. Marami pong salamat. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Attorney Rene Bueno.